Hello, everyone. I just recently received Parsons 1941 as a gift. I want to do a recording talk about the good and bad. I'll start with the good. The good is that it's a $30 game on Steam. It has a lot of content for a $30 game. There's a ton of story to each character and choices that you can make with those characters. It does combine elements from various games, including Commandos, XCOM, and a few others, so you should feel at home if you've played any one of those games. That's about all I can really say for the positives. For the negatives, I would say that this game does have issues. There was one mission in particular where it said I had to escape to a certain point and a certain amount of time. The problem is that it didn't trigger when I got there. I had to reload, I think, around 14 times just for that one mission because it was not taking. Eventually, what I had to do to make it work was find a corner of the map and kill as many enemies as I could. That was the only way to fix it, as far as I was able to tell. This picture here is from Steam, and it will show you the icons for all the characters you can get in the game. It won't tell you their names, but you can at least see them. For that reason, I think it's fair to use this picture. You'll notice down here in the bottom right of the screen, there's this level thing. That's where you can see all of your character skills and assign skills in the camp. Unfortunately, not all characters are listed. It cuts off after a while. This makes it very annoying to figure out who has what skills and who I want to select for a mission, because I can't see them. I would say the next negative is related to what it says in the description. It gives you the ability to do combat or stealth. The problem is some missions do require you to use stealth. That's just part of the mission. The few times that you aren't required to do it, though, the amount of enemies that are in a map between the ones that are already there and the ones that get called in from off map is so much that there's just not enough ammo to deal with all of them. It would have been nice if there was a way to trade for ammo in this game rather than getting it from only missions. If that were the thing, then I would be able to use different guns. With how little ammunition I got throughout the course of all the missions that I've done, I was very restricted in what I could do. If I had the ability to trade for ammunition, I would just go full submachine guns, LMGs, and rifles if I could. That's just the way I would handle it. Unfortunately, though, with the way it makes you manage your ammunition, it does warrant you to use rifles and pistols mostly due to the fact that they do high damage per bullet and you can get plenty of ammo for them. The next negative is related to the skill tree. There was a lot of times where I looked at a skill and I was like, oh, that looks really good. But then it turns out it wasn't. I'll give a few examples here. Starting with this person on the left with the white beard. He has this cone effect skill, and I'll let you discover it for yourself, that basically kills everything in that cone. Unfortunately, it's super short range, and he can only do it 3 times a mission. This person over here, the blonde hair, she has a similar thing, although it's in a circle rather than a cone. Basically, it says it kills everybody in that circle. Problem is that it requires your pistol, and enemies can fire back during it. While she could, in theory, kill everything in that circle, it's a big risk to take between the noise of the gun and the chance for people to shoot her back. Another good example is on the far right, this guy with the eye patch looking thing. He has a thing that says kill everybody in the circle, just like she does. It only has 2 uses a mission, though. Had I known that that was a thing with any one of these, I would have not bothered. I would have built the skill tree completely different. If there was some sort of forget all skill tree thing, that would be fabulous. That way, I'm not making as nearly as many mistakes on my first playthrough. I can readjust to how the missions have been treating me. But it doesn't exist. So I think that should have been fixed. I think that's all I can really say on this game. I would say that despite all the negatives, it is certainly worth $30. I do hope that more people are able to support the game so that it can be a better game. That's really all I can say. Thanks for listening.